want as much support as we can possibly get for this protest, because this, between now and the end of 2022, will be the last chance the Irish fishing industry will ever have to get a better share of quotas in our own waters.
We've seen what's happened to our coastal communities already. We can't take another blow. It'll be the end of us. So we're pleading with the people who are watching this to come to Dublin on the 23rd, to stand with the rural communities of Ireland.
I work for a company called Swanwick Gundries who provide fishing gear to most of the piers and harbours around the country. Here in Holt, Clogherhead, Dunmore, Castownbear, Dingle, Killybegs. So we're very much involved in the industry, and we want to really put this message across that this industry is worth fighting for.
I'm here today in Dublin as part of a wider industry trying to plead with the TDs behind us here, our government, to please just listen to us. We're not making this up. After Brexit, we've been given a mere 15% of the fish in our own waters. If you told this to a farmer that he had 100 acres, but you're only allowed to use 15 of them, the other 85 you have to give X amount to French man, X amount to a German man, X amount to a man from the Netherlands. I don't see anything wrong with anyone else or any of them, don't get me wrong, but what I want is a fair share for Ireland, not for me, for Ireland as a whole industry to survive and thrive. We're an island nation, and if we can't look after the rural communities and the people working and living in rural Ireland, what we have seen with this pandemic is people are watching to move out of the bigger congregated areas in the cities to rural Ireland. If they can't protect and help the people that are living in rural Ireland, I just cannot understand how we can go forward if they can't see this. We need their help. We're looking for their support. We're coming here on the 23rd of June, pleading with them like we did in Cork a few weeks ago. I'm asking every fisherman in Ireland to come here and stand united with the government that are sitting behind me here to see can we get something to rescue our industry that I feel is being left go to sea, is being left adrift, is the only way I can describe it.
We get 7% of the monk quota in our waters, and our French partners fishing in our waters get 70% of that quota. So now we go down to French waters and we get nothing, and the French get 65. And this has been disgraceful, the type of percentages that we've been given. One of the newest quotas like given out recently was bluefin tuna. Now bluefin tuna is a fantastic success story from sustainability with the regulations that the United Nations, the EU and ICAT brought in to protect the species. But our waters now are full of bluefin tuna. They come in here, like they feed in our waters, they eat a lot of the fish that we catch commercially. You have the Japanese fleet that comes over 200 miles off our coast, and they fish with lines coming inside our waters, like, and they consider it a lucrative fishery. And we asked to see could we get a quota for Ireland, and the answer we got was it's not worth losing political points in the European Union to get us a quota. I actually think that's disgraceful, and this type of attitude that we take at public service, at political level, we don't care about Irish fishermen. They're
just kicking it aside. What's after happening with the Brexit thing is it's a scandal. If there's any other industry, they'd be shot to this. It's scandalous. It's absolutely beyond scandalous to sell a raw material like fish down the tubes. All you have to do is look at AIS and you'll see the amount of foreign boats that are fishing outside it. Now, I don't really have a problem with foreign boats, but we have to have a level playing pitch. This is our waters. These are our communities, and this is what's sustaining these places out in the areas like this.
So folks, we want you to come up on the 23rd of June We're going to be assembling here across in the park from us. Nice safe area, barriers. We're working hand in glove, as John said, with the local authorities, the Port Harbour. We'll have safety vessels in the water and everything else. So we're hoping for you to come up. We are going to be bringing the boats up the night before and early morning, so the boats will be there present to comply with the traffic on the Liffey, and to make sure that we don't interfere with any of the commercial businesses here. We are going to be respectful of the locals here. We're going to keep noise to the minimum, but it's only for a couple of hours that we're going to be telling you what we are presenting to our Taoiseach and the government, what we need for them to do for us. As John said, this is the cliff edge for our industry at the moment. If we don't get an increase in quota, we will have to say goodbye to at least 20% of our fleet. And that's just not right in a country, an island nation, that have the richest waters in Europe with the smallest share of fish. So we need your support, we need your help, and we need to see you here on the 23rd of June. Please come.